Alright folks, I don't know how well this is going to show on the camera, but this section now has had, I believe, 2 coats of paint, so that bit is done. However, it is making my original work, I can't see it, I honestly see just there. There's a few areas like that where it looks a bit patchy on where I originally painted it, so I may have to completely repaint again. Well, I'll give it everywhere another coat, just to make it all match up nice. Still got to do the door frames. Once the weather improves, a long time waiting, going to get this door out, get that outside, get it rubbed down, get it painted white as well. The floor is back together. It is currently a bit of a mess because I've been dragging wallpaper through, well, the remnants of wallpaper, so I haven't vacuumed yet. And the pile, I have reduced the pile to things. This is basically what I'm keeping. The pile was like from there to there and like this high. That's all the stuff I'm getting rid of right there. I've got some old curtains. I need to figure out where I might put those, and then all of these towels, they're probably going to go to the local dog shelter because they always need towels and blankets and stuff, I imagine. I will ask first. Then I've got some old sheets that I will never ever use, so they'll probably be used for rags and stuff. And then inside, finally, again, this has been very, very time consuming, but I've got the last of the underlayer of wallpaper, if you will, off. I started to fill this section, put a piece of wood in there now, and then I've just got to fill, and where this is filled, it has sunk slightly, so that's going to need another shot filler. And then I've got to fill where I've now cleared out as well. Not worried about the big gap down the bottom. That's where I cut a corner out the board to fit into the frame. I did it at the top as well. So that's why you got a little bit coming down there. But I still need to fill the rest of the board before I can put any paint on. And then I've got the entirety of this corner of the ceiling to do. But it has opened it up quite a lot. I mean, it might not look like much. It's only about 2 foot by 2 foot, but that's an entire corner of the bathroom. If you think about it, this line here, that's where the wall used to be, because that's where the floor butted up to. So you had that much room between your arm and the wall when you were sat on the toilet. Yes, it's still not brilliant this side, but I'm not moving this over because where the door comes, yeah, if I move the toilet over, that would probably break the toilet seat every time it swung. So the plan is to get a little wire rack in the corner, probably about 4 foot, maybe 5 foot tall, just to hold guest towels. Because at the moment I've got a bath towel and a hand towel, and that's it in this room. You couldn't get it anything else. Whereas if I have a nice little wire rack, once this is all sorted and painted, if I have a nice little wire rack up to about there, a couple of big towels, a couple of hand towels, so that if anybody comes in and they want to use it, or if I've got a visitor over and they want to have a shower, at least I've got the towels on hand rather than having to go out of the room and then into the door next to it. So it makes life a little easier in that respect. Right, now a little update in general, because I don't know if you've been able to catch these on the corner of your eyes, but I got a big tub here and a big tub here, and they are full of tricycle bits. This is what was the yellow one with the box on the back, and then this is the little blue one with the plastic wheels. See? So I have started work on both of these. I've started stripping them apart, ready, and it also frees up a little bit of room in here, because if you think about it, they were both there. So it frees up a little bit of room. I've still got that to do. But it just gives me something. I've come to the conclusion I've got too much stuff. So I need to start getting some of it out and done. And the little trikes are the easiest to do. I've still got the big one to do. I've got 2 more big ones in the shed, plus another bike. So I'm slowly ploughing through stuff, shipping it out, and I need to repaint this wall. So that's fun. Other than that, nothing much has changed really. I've still got the old timber there from the inside of the bathroom, which I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it. It's mostly usable, but at the same time, it's mostly broken and knackered. I mean, the big lengths of timber, yeah, they're really good, but the actual ply, not sure. And then nothing's changed in there other than trip over stuff. I did finally, if I can get it in shot, finally got the second vent up, because I repainted this wall where I had to get some electric, so I repainted across the top there, and I finally got the second vent up. So this room is now completely tripping over stuff. See, this is why I need to sort stuff out. But yeah, so it's a little bit at a time. I recently discovered, I was recently informed with the whole probate paperwork and stuff like that, it's going to be a while. So I can't do anything major yet. I was hopeful to get the driveway or the garden worked on, but unfortunately that is going to cost some money, and until the whole probate paperwork is sorted, I can't really do that. So that should be, it's going to be about halfway through the year, so I've got a few months yet, but that's just as it is. So yes, I'm still going, I'm still doing stuff, and the problem is every time I do something different, it makes what I've already done look shambolic. So yeah, that's going to get another coat of paint. It's got to. To be fair, I was worried about the ceiling looking a bit patchy, so I might end up just redoing it anyway. It's just for the sake of doing it, isn't it? But no, the priority at the moment is get the bathroom waterproofed. So I've got to let, where I've finished scraping off the wallpaper, I've got to let that dry, and then I've got to let the floor dry where the water dripped and stuff, and then I can worry about throwing some paint on, and then some undercoat, and then waterproofing it and stuff. Yeah, that's not damp, that shadow. That's just where it's still. There's like a glue layer to it, and when you're scraping it through, you take chunks out of it occasionally, and that's what that is. And then there's obviously what do they call it? A grain. That's what the big streak up there is it's a grain. Why won't you focus, camera? Thank you. Yeah, so there's no need to worry there. It's just where I've been stripping today. So I'm keeping the bin bag full of stuff because, again, I've still got to strip the roof. But yeah, that's a short update. Keep you going. And yeah, progress. I'm in an hour and about putting a coat hook on here. And then I remembered that I hadn't put a support beam across. So this side's actually fairly solid, but the other side's a bit flexy. So I'll have to think about that one, just because it's going to be convenient for hanging a coat on or a dressing gown or something. But anyway, I digress. Right, see you later, folks. Have a good one. Ta-da.